How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Scooch back here again for another video. Today I'm here to show you how to keep your exhaust tips clean. So if you've been driving your car for a while and you wanted to know how to actually keep those tips clean, because they do get dirty over time and they start to wear and they start to look crappy and disgusting and gross, and you paid all this money for this nice exhaust and now it just doesn't look good. So I'm here to show you how to do that. First thing you want to have is this Never Dull. So it's just this little, like, let me show you. I don't even know what to describe that as, but you know, it's material and it has like this lubricant on it, and it helps take all the dirt and grime off of titanium and stainless steel. So this does a fantastic job. Anytime I've sold an exhaust that I've taken off my car, I've used this on it to post it up. So it's a really good thing for that too. If you're looking to sell something, you want to make it worth more, make it look nice. You know, don't sell a exhaust or anything really that's metal that doesn't look good. Use something that, or sell something that looks better than the other guys. I do recommend wearing some rubber gloves when you use it. And the reason I'm even showing you guys how to do this, the biggest thing is, you go to shows, you go anywhere, you work so hard on your car. If you really want to stand out, clean up that exhaust tip, because a lot of people put that in the back of their mind and they forget about it and they don't do it. And it makes a big difference when you're the guy at the show or you're the guy anywhere, that every part of the car is clean, not just the body of it, not just the wheels. Everything is clean, even right down to the exhaust. So keep that in mind when you're doing it. Know that it's a little bit of work, a little bit of elbow grease, but it is worth it in the long run. And real quick, I do want to apologize. I know that it's Thursday for you guys and you didn't get a Tuesday video. So typically my upload schedule is Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Unfortunately, this week I was supposed to film a video to go up on Tuesday, which is today for me. However, it didn't end up happening. So I'm filming this one today to go up on Thursday, and we're back to the usual upload schedule next week. So sorry again for that, but we'll be back to schedule next week and everything will be good again. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Real quick, one thing you will want is a microfiber towel to wipe everything down, and this is really gentle on the metal, so this is what I usually use and it works really, really well. But you're going to want to obviously wipe down what you clean so that you can see the progress, or basically just clean it off when you're done anyway. It's like waxing a car. You're going to want to wipe it down afterwards with a microfiber. Back on the driveway ground again as usual. So this is actually the exhaust tip that I have on the car. I didn't get to clean it last year. I usually do clean it once a year at least, or when I wash and wax it in clay bar and stuff like that. That's usually when I actually go ahead and clean the exhaust. But you can see here, it's gonna be a little bit crooked. It is pretty dirty. It is pretty grimy. That's supposed to really shine, and it does not. So needs a little bit of work. And I get, like I said, I didn't get to do it last year because I didn't even get to wax the car last year. Just things became a mess, or it didn't happen. So this year it's happening, and I will be doing a video on that as well, how to clay bar the car and how to wax it, in case you haven't done any of that stuff before. But yeah, just kind of watch what I do here, and hopefully it's easy to follow along with. All right, so obviously the first thing you want to do is throw some gloves on. And I apologize if this angle is not the best. I wish I had a cameraman. Oh, already ripping. See? That's why you gotta have a couple sets on you. Also, I don't think these are for hands as big as mine. You know what they say about big hands? Big gloves. Alright. So just pull some of this out. It is a little difficult to work with at first because you do have to kind of pull it apart. Just need a little bit. And then you can just kind of work in a circular motion, like this. I'm going to apply a little bit of pressure to it, not too much. And ideally, actually, what you should do is drop the exhaust down. Since this is just a tutorial, I'm just kind of leaving it up for now, but you do want to drop the exhaust down so you can get a better angle on the top pieces, especially if it's covered by the diffuser. You'll see all that grime coming off. So then you can flip it over, or actually, you can wipe it down real quick so you can get some eyes on it. See that? So you got a lot of black on there. You're gonna use a little bit of it. You know, like I said, you don't need a ton, but you will probably go through a decent amount of it depending on how old your exhaust is or how much crap is caked on there. And just kind of wipe it down. Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off. Hopefully you can see the difference that that's making. I'm gonna try to do the other side in case you can't see this side because it's shady. I'll do this, actually, I'm gonna just film this side anyway. So like I said, you know, a little bit of a medium pressure, nothing too crazy. And the exhaust isn't going to be perfect, but it is certainly going to look a lot better than it did. And that's really what we're going for here. There are other techniques to cleaning the exhaust and things like that. I do kind of want to look into those for myself because I've seen some really good products. And I've always wanted to give them a shot because you have an expensive exhaust like this and it's, you know, titanium is beautiful when it's done right. You want it to look good. Now with the microfiber, if you can give it a little extra pressure, that's going to kind of help get that extra grime off that's all caked on there. And you really want to rub it in. It's kind of like wax, you know, you really want to give it a couple of coats to make sure that you get everything off and that you're using the microfiber to really get all that grime off there. Because again, it's going to probably take a couple rounds, but it's well worth it when it's done. See that right there, looks a lot better. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to finish this up right now and get the whole tip portion done at least. I don't know if I'm going to do the muffler today. I do want to do that if not today, very, very soon. But just to give you an idea so you can get some before and after shots and see what it looks like. So I'm going to finish this up and then I'll see you at the end of it. All right, so quick update on it. As you can see, it's starting to come around, get a little bit of that shine back. Now, I don't know if the camera's picking up on this, but there are some little black flakes here and there on it, and I'm not positive how to get those off. The Neverdull doesn't really take it off very well. The last time I did this, the exhaust was like a year old, so it wasn't in that bad a shape. I haven't done this in a while, and to be honest with you, when I used to do them on the exhaust I was selling, it still had the black flakes, and it shined so much better that I didn't really worry about it. But this exhaust is so pretty and I want it to really, really shine, so I'm going to see if there's a way to kind of get rid of those. I've just never really done the research on it because I've never really had to. So I'm going to kind of take a look at that, and I'm going to give it another coat just to kind of keep going at it a little bit. The more you polish it, the better it looks. So I want to do maybe one more run on it to see how it comes out, and I'm actually going to leave the muffler as it is for now so you can at least see the differences side by side, and I think that's going to help, you know, show the differences. Even though I'll show the before shot and the after shot, I think seeing them in the same frame will be very, very helpful. So I'll be back in a second with the rest of it after it's done. I did want to point out to you guys that this is the number 3 round for this, so you can see that there's still a little bit of dirt coming off. I don't know if the camera's picking up on that, but there's not as much. So, you know, as with anything, the more you clean it, the better it comes out. But that's what I wanted to kind of point out, was the fact that if you do clean it more than once, you're still going to get some grime. So the more you do it, even better it's going to shine. And, you know, it might look really, really good after one wipe through, and if that's how you like it, great, you're all done. But if you want to go for that extra shine, I definitely recommend doing maybe once or twice, maybe 3 times, just to kind of get that as much polish as you can out of it to really make it stand out. All right, so I just finished it up. That is a world of a difference. When you kind of back away, I did back up a little bit just to see how it would look, and it definitely looks a lot better from a little bit of a distance. Obviously, the little black flecks don't stand out as much, but just to give you an idea here, there it is now. I'm hoping the camera picks up on that. And if you back it up a little bit, I mean, you can tell it's definitely looking a lot better than it did before. I'll throw up a before shot just so you can see. And then you get underneath here, adjust this camera a little bit. You can see that the muffler portion hasn't been done and the tip has. And you can see how much of a difference that is. I just wanted to give you a walkthrough today on how to actually do it and get it done so you guys can give it a shot for yourselves. But I mean, that half the reason I put this tip on is because I like the size of it, I like the titanium, I like how it looks, and this is definitely something that you want to keep clean and make sure it looks good if you're going to put it on there. Alright, so this is actually a little bit of a bonus clip here. I've already filmed the outro, but I decided to give it a shot on the Del Sol real quick before I put the stuff away. As I had mentioned in the beginning of the video, you can use this Never-Dull on stainless steel like I have before, but I've never used it on something that was rusty like this. So if you've got a rusty exhaust, this is going to help you out. This exhaust, I don't know if this is the factory one or if this is something that they had. I know it's a factory exhaust. I don't know if it's something that was swapped in at one point and they, you know, because the car's 26 years old, or if it is the original. But this is what the exhaust looks like. So you got all the brown up here, all the wear, a little bit of rust, everything like that. You put some of this on here and you give it a little scrub, and I should have the gloves on, but I already threw them away. You can see it slowly starting to take that off. And just keep going at it. It's taking it right off. You can see the rust on here. This is looking a lot better now. It doesn't look as ratty. This is nice. Let's take the microfiber. Give it a little scrub down. Oh man, look at that. That looks a lot better. I'm definitely going to throw the gloves back on and give this a final one through. That looks so much better. Alright, I gotta say, I knew this stuff was good, but like, this is how it used to look. And this is what it looks like now. That is so much better. And like, it's just the stock exhaust, you know, it's hopefully not going to be on there more than another year, but still, it's nice to see it shine a little bit. I really kind of can't get over it. I've been saying I was going to clean it for a while, and I just never have, so I'm pretty excited, but I'm going to finish this up real quick. Alright, so one more shot just because I'm so psyched about it, now that the Del Sol is actually completely, or the exhaust tip is actually completely cleaned. It's not much, but for those of you that know, it's the little things. It's the little things that make a huge difference when you've got a clean car. And, you know, this isn't the cleanest thing out there, but it's pretty clean and it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy about it. And one more shot of the titanium in the sunlight. But now to the outro that I already filmed. Alright guys, well that pretty much wraps it up for today. That's all I really have for you. Nothing crazy, you know, just a little walkthrough tutorial on how to keep your exhaust tips clean, or your whole exhaust really. And I'm hoping it was helpful. So if you have any questions or if you have any tips for me on how you like to keep your exhaust clean, definitely let me know in the comments below, because I am looking for new ways to actually clean this tip. Again, this Never-Dull works great, but I've seen some polishes, and if you guys have any recommendations, I definitely would love to hear about them, because anything I can use for myself is definitely helpful. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Scooch out.